Hi, thanks for watching. Andy here. I have got the old setup back and working again, remarkably. Wednesday, the 3rd of October 2018. Let's have a look at what's happening up there in the heavens, the astrology and whatever else is going on. Now, we have a longish void, of course, today. Nothing like as long as some of the voids we saw last week. But the moon is void basically from 9:32 a.m. in UK time right through until 22:12 tonight. So that is all day and pretty much most of the night as well that we have the void, of course. And then the moon enters Leo 12 minutes past 10 tonight. The moon actually enters Leo. Then people really want to be kind of more out there, being noticed more, getting more things done, in fact, as well. It's actually a very practical sign, Leo. People don't always get that, but it is good to be kind of seen doing the stuff that makes you tick, the stuff that makes you you. You might not really want to be out there. You might not really want to be seen. In that case, well, it's not such a good time to actually go and do that. You've got to make the decisions all the time. You know, these are influences which are out there, but the decisions are all and always up to you. So the moon is going to enter Leo. That is 12 minutes past 2 this afternoon Pacific, 12 minutes past 5 this evening Eastern Daylight Time. Here in UK, 22:12, as I've said about a million times now, but there we go. I'm so excited to have this phone video thing working again, because I can get back to making videos and maybe make my YouTube channel succeed or something. Who knows? Now, that is not a bad thing to do under a Leo moon, you know, because that is about actually getting out there and making things happen. But the moon is actually waning at the moment. It's not a gathering energy kind of a cycle. It's a time of lull. She is 40.1% full now, actually into last quarter, strictly speaking, because, let me see, the new moon is going to come up very soon. I'll just check that, but it's like 1 week after the half moon. Yeah, that's it. Half moon was yesterday, 10:45 a.m. UK. New moon is actually starting 4:46 a.m. next Tuesday, so less than a week away now, and that's UK time as well. So although there isn't a great deal of energy and a great deal of kind of impetus behind getting anything done when this time of lull is coming and when all the mystical energies seem to be on their way down as we prepare for the new moon, it is actually a great time for making plans. Even though it may not be the best time to put those plans into practice, it's a great time for making plans. And then when we get to the full moon, we start feeling the energy, seeing how things are, and then as the moon starts to wax again, getting bigger, the energy comes in a couple of days after that, and it's a real good time to launch. So be thinking about what you want to launch now. That's one that always gets me, you know. I think, oh yeah, launching, new moon next week sometime, and really you want to be thinking about what you're going to launch now. It's quite an important thing. So let's have a look at the alignment. The sun right this minute, square Pluto, power brokering still going on. Turbulent conditions around that, though. A fair bit of arguing around leadership and around making and setting the rules for how we're going to go forward. The moon trine Jupiter, people are showing generosity, benevolence, that kind of thing, and really you get out what you put in. So if you take a generous attitude and be benevolent yourself, you can start expecting to see that coming back from other people. Now, in this hard world where everyone expects hard cash for everything, that can be a difficult one to believe, but honestly, people really are good. People really do care. Money is only one expression of people's love and care for each other. And the way we are actually taught to think about money these days, it has absolutely nothing to do with human compassion. It's just to make the people at the top richer, in my opinion. But there we go. Let's not have too many opinions. Let's just have astrology. The moon is trine Jupiter, as I say, so be generous if you possibly can. Mercury is void in Libra, and that does cause the nervous energy to come up. Schedules could be difficult, communication could be difficult, but we aren't in Mercury Retrograde yet. That is coming up again a little bit later this year, before Christmas, but the actual final day of the post-shadow is the 24th of December. So Mercury Retrograde, nothing to worry about around Christmas. Just in today's alignment, Mercury is void in Libra. It's not a great time for initiating, but we already know that. Venus trine Neptune. Now then, this is stimulating artistic creativity. People's spiritual ideas are going up as well. People are more spiritually active in their mind when Venus trines Neptune. Romantic interests come up. Now, Venus is actually going to go retrograde this week on the 5th. Not long now, just Friday this week, in fact, so just a couple of days, and Venus is going to be retrograde. Venus is retrograde for a fairly short time. I can't find the dates. I did have them a minute. Yes, there we go. October the 5th in 10 degrees Scorpio, and Venus is going to be retrograde until November the 15th, and she's going to go direct in 25 degrees Libra there. This is likely to be a time of quite severe testing on relationships, to be quite honest. It's a blessedly short retrograde. You know, Venus isn't very far away from the Earth at all. The further away a planet is, the longer the retrograde takes. Possibly the less often they do it, but certainly the retrogrades go on a lot more. So we've got Mercury retrograde kind of just about starting to, you know, come into our minds and our thoughts. But do not worry. People worry far too much about Mercury retrograde. Don't worry about Venus retrograde either, but we are coming to a time when relationships really are going to be not exactly in trouble, but it's going to be face the facts, you know, actually kind of get your head round, where is this going? What does this person mean to you? What do you mean to this person? Are you good for each other? And not just that, any kind any kind of question around love and romance likely to come up during a Venus retrograde. But there you go. I wouldn't listen to me too much. If I had £1 for every really good relationship I've been in, I would have 50 pence by now. Okay, you could make that $1.50 if you're in the States and Canada. Right, well, we're just about there. I think that covers it for this morning. Thanks very much for watching, folks. I hope I'll be here doing something a bit like this every day now. I seem to have a camera device thing that's working, which is an old iPhone 5 with a very flat battery, so I better get cracking. Have a fantastic Wednesday, my friends. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.